Welcome back. We are going to do the blues today. We're going to have the blues today. We're going to play the blues today. We're going to use a track called Standalone Tracks Urban Blues from Alfred Publishing. Alfred.com can give you more information about a dealer near you. I think the tracks are really well done, well designed. They're easy to play to, make a lot of sense. Lots of different kind of grooves on them. We're going to be using the blues and the urban blues and some pop and rock tracks that they have. But today, urban blues. It's going to be song number 1, actually track number 2, because the first track is a tuning track, if you happen to buy this. So let's get to work. Okay, so we're going to break down a couple of the basic techniques in this hide-and-seek rhythm section, rhythm part, and it is a series of techniques that you will find very useful in all kinds of blues and rock settings, very generic in its design. Okay, so I'm holding the D and G strings and hammering onto the G. Bumped into my E string a little bit, and you can do that too. If you look at it this way, I've got an A7 chord. Well, if I'm in a band setting and there's somebody playing maybe something like this, or maybe playing something like, if I'm adding a lot of guitar, it's going to end up creating more clutter. So if I can make it really light, it provides harmony to the band, it adds rhythm to the groove, and it stays out of the way. 3 really good things in a band setting. Okay, so I do this lick, 3 times, I guess. And then follow it up with and you can do this any number of fingerings. If you want to use your first and second finger, then go to the third, that works, or second and third fingers. Basically what I see is if I'm here, using the third finger on the 7th fret is really enabling me to be in this new position in the most efficient way, regardless of what fingers I use here. Or if I'm here, that gets me to this new position very well. It gets it very efficiently. And this, as generic a lick as you can get. Okay, so we go to the 4 chord, which is a D7. Now, if you know a D9 chord, which you might have seen some guys playing, maybe you know it already. Very cool chord to know in the blues context. Well, again, I'm not wanting to play a lot of rhythm guitar. I'm wanting to leave some room for the other guys in the band, so I'm just going to play probably the two more important notes, or two of the more important notes in this chord. The major third, which is the F sharp, and the C, which is the flat 7. Now, a lot of times I'll think of it as this chord, and I'll even grab it that way, but if you grab it with these two fingers, great. And then that takes us right back up to our A7. Now, here's an interesting phenomenon. Here's an A7. If I just play these two notes, I've got the flat 7, G, and the major third, C sharp. If I move down one fret, I now have the major third of D and the flat 7 of D right there. Oh, here's my A chord. Here's my D. And back to A. Then to D. Back to A. And sure, here's E. Wow, very handy little tool right there. The 1 chord. The 4 chord. Back to 1. I got my 5 chord, my 4, and back to 1. Okay, now in the ninth measure of our hide and seek solo, I use this as an E chord. Again, thinking of the E9 or an E7, which might be fingered this way, I'm really just grabbing these 3 notes, then going down to the D. Now for that, for this moment in time, I'm choosing to use the lower note, use the root of the chord, add a little more, pizzazz there, a little more emphaticity, as it were. But if you just played these 2 notes, other guys in the band might think you were playing some pretty hip chord voicings.